This is Matt from Dice Roundtable. Thanks for checking out this video, and I have the opportunity to get a preview copy of Battleground Fantasy Warfare. You're going to see a series of videos. This one's going to focus on Orcs and Goblins, and I'm going to give a comparison in this one just for those that might have had an old edition like I do, and look at the new cards versus the old cards, and just a quick rundown on what's the difference. See if you might be interested in upgrading. So let's get to the table and I'll show you what I have. So first up, these are some of the old cards that I have here. So for example, what I have is Goblin Bowman, Goblin Bomb Chucker, Trolls, and Orc Marauders. And one of the old tactics cards that you would be drawing and playing. If you've never seen this before, it's a rank and file miniatures game, fantasy based, with art on the cards, and really the card is multifunctional. You can place orders, track health of all your units, has all your information, and lets you know special abilities and point cost on the back. So imagine this card is your movement tray. So this gives you an idea what the older cards look like. First off, there is some, so you can tell the enhanced artwork. Instead of the picture trying to take up the entire card with text over the picture, they now have a clear, clean layout with the word text at the bottom, a nice picture that goes with whatever the theme of the deck is, and information. And the cards are very similar as far as what they do, but updated the graphic look. Big plus. Now on to reference cards, as I will call them. So in the old set, there used to be your movement, so you know how many inches based on the card side. There was penalties for your maneuvers, and then your combat modifiers were on the other side of the card. And before, this was known as the Orc Army. Now it's called Orcs and Goblins. There was goblins in it before, but now it's an Orc and Goblin army. Now, before it was just an Orc. And they only had one special rule lash. New cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. We go from 2 to 5. This is a major difference. One thing I find interesting is the old cards, there is no markings, black borders. New cards, black borders, and there's the midpoint on each card. So whoever manufactured them using the same card base, just putting a different card on it, but they're keeping the markings on it. So what is all these cards? It's now Orcs and Goblins. There's an army ability. And it's plural now, abilities. So before it was lash, now it's hatred, lash, war cry. And then there's a longer explanation of what war cry is. Combat modifiers. So again, it's on the back. They've expanded it, kind of reordered it. I really like how it's general and then engaged in shooting. I really like having that general up front that helps you know about your red, yellow, and red boxes. The other side is your maneuvers, so that stayed about the same. Font size is about the same. One big benefit I do like is the colors. It's a lighter green, much easier to see. And then what's these three other cards? Special rules. Instead of you having to look up some of the special rules, what was really nice is as they designed the cards, now all the special rules for the Orcs and Goblin army are on here. And there are going to be some carryover between different factions, such as spears, cavalry, and charging. However, that's what's nice. Unit keywords: cavalry, spear, unique. And then it says Orcs, Goblins. That's a army specific text. Adverse, erratic, uncontrollable, and vomit. So, I really like having the rules reference cards set up this way. I think it's a nice plus, but if you're used to remembering only one rule, there is multiple rules now and abilities per army. Let's talk about the one that stands out. So this used to be the artillery for the goblins. This is a goblin bomb chucker. This is the first thing that blew me away. And out of the 3 sets that I'll be talking about, this is the only one that has it. That's the new bomb chucker. Look at the size difference. All over. This is the only card, I'm going to call it a mega card, but again, the graphics on this, such well done. I love the art. And there's some tweaks: 2 red, 2 red, 2 yellow, 3 green, 2 green. So there's minor tweaks. The strength, range, distance, all those stats have stayed the same. Just some minor tweaks. Backside, again, you have some artwork that's relevant to the unit. And then the special rules and some flavor text was on the old one. Points, this was 300 points. The point is now 274 and it's called now Elite. So some changes there. And it's now, it has adverse, erratic attacks, wield, engaged, while before it was cannot move and shoot. So cleaned up some of the rules. We have a little bit more keywords so that they can carry over and you're not necessarily getting as many. This unit has this. Now the design includes some keywords that cover the same thing across units. That's one of the big differences here. The new cards are much brighter and sometimes the pictures are not as busy. So Orc Marauders, you notice here, 2 red, 3 yellow, 5 green, 3, 2, 3. 342 points, 367 points. So we have some changes in the rules, some changes in the points, stats. As far as the numbers go, they're about the same. We got our trolls here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So again, stats about the same, not too much different. And then Goblin Bowmen, also now called Goblin Slinkers. So we have some name changes going on. Oh, also the trolls went from 406 points to 369. And we have some new rules on them, which I'll get into but I'm just giving you a quick comparison here. And, well, not necessarily quick anymore, is it? The other main difference is range attacks. Any unit with range attacks now has ammo. Old card, no ammo. New card has ammo. Right here. So each time you fire, less shots. So 2, 4, 6. Stats about the same. Health boxes are a little bit tweaked. No. 146 points, 150 points. So a little bit different, but now we also have Swarm, which is another special ability. So this gives you a good comparison that if you got old cards, you got new cards, very similar layout. There are some tweaks. Overall, you tell me what you think in the comments. Do you like how this tweaks are? Now, the old rule was lash. So when you lashed, you were able to get an extra piece of movement or extra MC out of your units. Now we have, oh, those are the keywords I want. Abilities. Hatred. Well, we now have this new icon that can be marked for Orcs and Goblins. That's on the cards. And that allows you to get some rerolls in there and check out the gameplay of me playing with the Orcs and Goblins to see how that's going to work out. They still have Lash, but now they also have this thing called War Cry, which uses that box. And that's, oh, the trolls, that's what I meant to do. So then the trolls got vomit. So basically it's a one-use range attack where the trolls can vomit on you. It's they're the ones that have it. So that's why there's an extra box on the trolls. I hope that gives you a quick rundown on like how this is different. Stay tuned and check out my other videos to see how some of those changes overlay into the actual game and how we I'm going to be doing the Orcs and Goblins, the 3 scenarios in there, and check them out. Thanks for tuning in.